this is before you hit golf balls. There's practice swings. That gives you a feel. Before practice swings, there's drills. And why do we drill? What's the purpose of the drill, Mick? We have a saying.
You were correct.
You were correct, but that wasn't the answer I was looking for. Come on, Patsy. Patsy can say it. I can't hear you.
The skill and the drills in the drill.
There you go. She's got it. The skill comes first in the drill, and because you get the skill, you get a thrill. And it's in the drill. So now I've got a tennis racket here because I just wanted to highlight that equals the club face. I know some people think the club face should go through like that to make the ball go straight. But you don't want to do that. You don't want to turn over. It's not this, and it's not that. But I'll just show you. This is part of the drill. This is the address routine drill. Swing it up here. Bring it down opposite the belt buckle. Balance. Bend from the hip. From where I'm looking, the end of the rule is right behind the ball. It's obviously not on there, but that's what it looks like. Now, we're going to do a waggle. Now I'm just going to do the waggle here first. Then I'm going to get my happy feet. So I'm going to feel the ground. I don't want to go quite as much as Patrick Cantlay, because you never know. You keep waiting for him to hit the ball. That's it. Waggle, waggle, waggle. Tap, tap, tap. Forward press. Take away. So when we do that a few times, waggle, waggle, waggle. Tap, tap, tap. Forward press. Take away. Now we just go a little further, a little bit more energy. And we just let it hinge. So if we look at it from this angle, push down opposite your belt buckle. Stand tall before you bend. In balance, bend from the hip. Lean forward. Waggle, waggle, waggle. Tap, tap, tap. Push, push. There's your backswing. Push parallel along this yellow line. Not out here, not in. No hands, no club head first. Always handle. Handle and hip. And get the backswing. So when we get the feeling, okay, I can do that 100 times. Every time it'll slot. There's a set at the top position here. Now the downswing comes down under. So it goes back, down under. Not over the top. And as it comes down under, if we look at it from this angle, waggle, 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 tap, 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 push, push, top of the backswing. Now this is down under. Watch what happens as I push down. What happens to the left hip and left leg? Waggle, 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 tap, 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 push, push, down under. Now we're going to get the little bit more release. Waggle, 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 tap, 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 push, push, down under and release through impact. You got that, Pete? Weights on your left foot, turning in balance, turning a barrel. And when you can do that, smoothing in the groove, you're underway. That's called a punch shot if you stop there. When you're behind a tree, you want to have that shot. That's the next piece, yeah. You're ahead of the race. But this is the next piece. And the more you drill, what do you get? You get a skill. And then what do you get? You get a thrill, yeah. And then it's because of the drill you get the skill and then the thrill. Repetition's the tool of learning. You'll remember it by the end of this school. Tap, tap, tap. Top of the backswing. Down under, release to impact. Now we're going to get the next part, a little more release. Watch what happens to the rest after impact. So you're not going over, you're going down this way, and then the release into the bottom releases the body. And up you come. Now you're ready to follow right through for the longer pitch shots. And that's what Chris was wanting me to do, was to get the follow through. Golf's a pushover.